Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
To throw is Murray. He's got a first down past the 30. And he's going to get this all the way up to the 30-yard line. And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. What's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Antonio Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Hines on the toss play. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First carry for James Conner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And there's James Conner with a run that gets everyone's attention. He joined the Arizona Cardinals after 4 years in Pittsburgh. And his best year with the Steelers, 2018, named a Pro Bowler after a 973-yard, 13-touchdown campaign. Mixed results the last couple of years as he's been in and out of the lineup. But with consistency, he can still be an effective runner.
Here's Conner on first down going nowhere as he's going to be stacked up behind the line.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7'5".
Now you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They run the counter. It's Hines. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend, but you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up, and the difference between taking time off following.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Stephon Diggs. An 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one caught by Max Williams. 7 yards the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On second down now, it's Hines. He'll have a first down past the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. 9 points. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On play action, Lance. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Lance going to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And more, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. From the 29, Murray. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Murray going to throw. They'll roll him out right. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Murray a give. This is Connor. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Niners are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? The ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with... He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
On second down, it's Hines, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Bad news, they didn't get it on second down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on 3rd.
And the good play callers, have looked at both situations. They've thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. On second down now, it's Hines. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now Murray off play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray now. He's going to look deep for more. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the 49ers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. And, Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You try and get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown 49ers. Stephon Diggs in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Gold with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
by the time we have to leave
the booth.
Play action, now it's Lance. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Hines is in. Touchdown, Arizona. Well, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, from what I saw there, Not a real good job of matching up defensively because, to me, they look like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4, fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Connor going to try and run it. And he'll get in. And they're going to draw themselves 2 points closer. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
And it'll be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. DeAndre Hopkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes Diggs. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. Going deep for Diggs. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 8 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Here's Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Mostert. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And got his man complete. Play fake. Murray. Going deep for Hopkins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 41. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2nd down and 8. Now a play fake. Lance. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Cards will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's airing it out for Williams. And now here's another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. Flushed out right. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down right around the 18-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And this one is incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
He's not going to get me. Big ace, big ace. Mike, check 33. 33. I got one. Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Quit talking about it. Hey, huh? Hey, big ace. You going to take. You got to take.
Murray with a 3rd and long. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On 1st down, Lance being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Lance, a handoff here to Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? From the gun, it's Lance. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. And the Niners look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Throwing now is Murray. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Shotgun now for Murray. Flush to his right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Murray now on first down. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Now Murray again. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big third down play there for the Niners. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Gould with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
88 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he'll get nothing out of that one.
They end up getting stumped twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better. and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Niners, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.